begins, unfortunately, like so much of our work, with an email.
Hi everyone. Yes, as some of you know, I love emails. I love getting lots of emails. And 2 weeks ago, I actually got a couple of emails. Well, actually, no, I should say most of my emails start with urgent. Can you do this yesterday? But I got these 2 emails a couple of weeks ago, and the one was from Bryce, and it said congratulations. And I thought, oh great, I've won something. I actually got quite excited, Bryce. And then I read a bit further down. And then I got another email literally 3 minutes after, which were my divorce papers. So it was sort of this bizarre feelings of excitement and then dread and panic. And I'll let you figure out which feelings went with which email. So my story... my story starts 6 years ago. So I was living in South Wales with my husband then and my daughter, 3.5-year-old Sian. And so we emigrated in February. Not the best time to emigrate, when we have a foot of snow in Wales. And we arrived in Adelaide, which was bloody hot. The first 10 days we were here, it was over 35 degrees for 10 days. So I did think we were going to die possibly at some point. But it was, it was just incredible. So, the first year I had off because Sian was only 3.5. So she was at school in the UK, but couldn't go to school here yet. But it was fantastic. So I got to meet lots and lots of wonderful people and made some amazing friends. My daughter is the chattiest child you've ever met. I don't know where she gets that from. And I think children as well are an amazing catalyst for building relationships. So literally she would just talk to anybody, anywhere. So I made some amazing friendships in that first year, which has held me in good stead actually for the last couple of years, which has had some mixed times for me. So after a year, I got her into school, and so then it was time for me to actually get a job. And so I saw the job advertised for Torrance for it was my first interview in 20 years, so I was slightly nervous to say the least, even more than I am now. And so I remember having the interview and explaining to the guy at the time that I was working for an organisation where I was a consultant, and I would go to universities and colleges who were really struggling, who were, just a bit dysfunctional and a bit manic and he sort of offered me the job immediately. He wanted me to start straight away, so that was great. So my first interview, and I got the job. So I joined in early 2014 with the first cohort of students, and I was using a student information system, quirky little system called Banner. I don't know if you've heard of it. And so those few months were amazing. It was such a small team. I mean, actually 5 job titles. I think in that role, my first role, I was admissions, enrolments, progressions, academic services, literally exams. It was everything. So it was, it was quite an interesting time. And I remember every Friday we would congregate in our office, and we'd get Mesmer's nodding. We'd congregate and we'd get out the sneaky bottles of medicinal bottles, and we'd have a little drink and just congratulate ourselves on making it through another week, basically. And so I suppose that was our first sort of social gathering, I suppose. And then sort of as the numbers grew and more and more lovely people joined us, and so then we couldn't fit in our room anymore. And then we had a new kid on the block. We had a new vice chancellor. So I thought I'll get in here while he's all fresh and happy and new and ask him for some money to put on a few sort of social events. So really, I suppose that was the start of the culture team. And then 5.5 years on, we've got an amazing team, and I'm really blessed to work with the best culture team ever. Everyone is so, I don't know how they do it, everyone is so passionate, and the energy and the commitment they have is just incredible. And the things that we organise, everyone seems to get involved. Even if I was thinking, I don't know whether Vanessa's here, but the one event where Vanessa was Hugh Hefner and I was Elvis, it will go down in my is a classic. But even down to things like organising a barbecue, us all going out into the car park at the back and having a sausage sizzle with beer in out the back of the trailer. It's just those things, and everyone joins in. And so it really is. Everyone gets involved, and it's just very inclusive, and it's a great environment. So. The other thing, though, that I think what Torrens did for me is it's provided an incredible experience. I mean, when I first came out here, I really did think to myself, okay, I could be working in Coles here when I get here, but that was okay. But instead, actually, what's happened is Torrens has given me this huge opportunity, and I was thinking about all the jobs I've had at Torrens, and it started with banner coordinator, and then admissions, and then enrolments, and then admissions and enrolments, and then project manager for Banner, and then or on the Banner team, and then academic services manager. Now, so it's been a very varied, all these different opportunities. But one of the biggest opportunities for me that Linda, you instigated, was the CEO scholarship for the MBA. So I took that, I applied for that, and that was the beginning of 2015, and that was incredible. And I actually then upgraded it very sneakily to the dual masters. Got double for my money, and so that was good. And it actually, one of the things that happened a couple of years ago, 2017 was a really hard year for me. My husband left, and my mum was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. So the study really helped me get through that, I must admit. So I really sunk myself into that. But I actually graduated in November, so that was a relief. And then just to summarise then, really, that my life here in Australia has just been incredible. The experiences and it's just been amazing. And even through 2017, I never once thought about going back to the UK. This is my home now, and my life here and my daughter's life, it just really makes sense here. And so I love being part of Torrens, the madness and the mayhem that goes on, but everyone's just amazing. I love being part of the culture team and making people do silly things, and so this is really the start of a new chapter. So we got our citizenship last year, so we're signed and sealed Aussies. So this is a real start for us. So even though I'm afraid I do have to admit that I will still have to support England in the cricket, I am here for good. So thank you very much.